Hey friends, welcome back to the Gentleman's Journey. Guys, in this one, we're gonna be cleaning, conditioning, and protecting my Red Wing Chelsea boots. Guys, these are the Roughout in that Muleskinner leather. I am super pumped about these boots. I've been putting them through their paces like you wouldn't believe, even showing some wear on the outsole. So guys, I just did a few-mile hike here at the state park, and you know what? It's time to give these things some love. This is what we're gonna be doing. We're using this Angelus cleaner, and this is for suede, nubuck, Roughout, all that stuff. And then I have, again, this Angelus products have their nylon bristle brush, really good brush, and then they have this little eraser bar. So we'll go through that. Then friends, for the mink oil, we're gonna be using salty fish. So I've been seeing this all over Amazon. Couldn't wait to get my hands on it. So friends, there's all kinds of choices with this stuff, but then we're gonna finish it off with Cobbler's Choice waterproofing spray. So another little tool, I like this. I tell you guys all the time, get a little dauber brush. This comes in handy for application, for cleaning, for all kinds of things. So I got like a rag and stuff like this. But at any rate, that's kind of what we're gonna be using. Now friends, with all this, you can go straight to your local Red Wing store, or you can check out online. Red Wing has a complete kit for these boots, so you can get the cleaner, the mink oil, and then the waterproofing spray. They even have their own brush. Friends, I'll drop links to all this stuff, including these boots, in the description below. But some of these products I just wanted to try, like this Angelus, you know, I wanted to keep seeing that pop up a little bit. And again, this salty fish I've been pretty keen on. I would also be very interested in Saphir. They have a really good, supposedly very pure, the purest of all mink oils. So we're gonna give this a go. Just trying out some new products for you guys. Let me know what you would clean yours with. But friends, what do you say we get into cleaning these boots? All right, friends, let's get into it. Guys, we've been hiking around a trail on the state park, and these things are particularly dirty. I'm gonna start with this guy. And so really what you wanna do is get all that dirt off. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with this rough bristle brush. See how it's lifting? It's lifting that Roughout leather. You can see in here, just the dirt piling up in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and give this a really good once over. So before we get the cleaner out, we're just gonna try to get all this mud knocked off here, all this loose dirt. You're gonna see through the process, this whole edge is gonna start looking pretty nice. And that's where we'll even bring this guy in. So this is supposed to be for rough spots, kind of really dirty spots. I don't think this is so much stained. I think in that crease, that's where that dirt is kind of building up. But if you have any hot spots back here, friends, I'm guilty of using my other boot to take one boot off. So I think that's a spot where I'm gonna hit that really good and get it as clean as I think it's gonna be. And then that's a spot where we can come in with this brush, and I'll show you, or this little kind of like a magic eraser, little eraser bar. You can start to see how this is gonna work. And I think this on its own could be good, but I kind of like it better after I'm gonna be cleaning it. So I'm gonna try to show you guys this whole process on the heel, and then I'm gonna pause for a minute, get this thing where I think it's really clean off camera, and then come back for you guys. So you can start to see that color kind of come back. I'm gonna come back here again, and it really is like an eraser. It's kind of weird. This guy works. I'm excited about it, but I'm really hoping to see a lot more come from that cleaner. Let me get back to here. We'll hit that a little bit, and then I'll take this thing off camera and just really give it a good cleaning. All right, friends, so I got this guy, quite a bit of work on it. You can start to see even the outsole kind of looking more white, especially compared to that. See how dirty and muddy that is? I've been spending some time on there. Hoping some of that eraser brush is gonna come off once I start cleaning it, but you can really see everything kind of worked up right there. Now what we're gonna do is go ahead and clean them. So a little trick that you can do if you got a lid to your conditioner is, I don't like to just have this stuff going too crazy. They don't want it you know, saturated. So you're not trying to saturate the leather. You're really just trying to clean it. So I'm going to dilute this just a little bit. You can use this little dauber brush. So I like to use this for cleaning too. And then you can just work it in there. So we're going to hit this whole boot. Then you can kind of intermix with this brush and spread it around. You can see how quickly that boot just looks like it's saturated, but I think this brush helps you control how much you're getting in there. And we're going to get down around those stitches, down by the welt area. Of course, we're going to get the outsole. I think that thing's going to really start shining, and then work our way around. So all these stitches we're going to get good. And I have a rag standing by so we can wipe it. So we're going to try to keep as much moisture off as possible while still cleaning it. I know that kind of sounds like an oxymoron, but hey, this is the boot world. So let me finish this up, guys, and then we'll come right back to you. All right, friends, here we are. So this guy is very clean, and what we're gonna do now is I was going to go ahead and wash this one, but I'm gonna leave this for you guys as a total comparison. So this is gonna be like a 4-day, maybe 2-day thing for me, because what we're gonna do now is we're gonna let this dry, and then we're gonna come back in like 24 hours. Make sure it's nice and dry. Again, they weren't the worst dirty boots. They have been through a lot of use, and been really excited to show you guys this process. So we're going to give these guys, this guy a nice big rest, and then we'll pick up this video tomorrow when we start conditioning it, and then we'll waterproof it. Well, friends, here we are. It's been 24 hours and this boot is completely dry. Now don't forget, I went ahead and ran it with the boot tree in there all night. So if you don't have boot trees, maybe stuff some newspaper or something like that down in there. But friends, this guy is clean, and this is the boot that's still quite dirty. So at any rate, we're gonna go ahead and put that mink oil on. This is some of the stuff that you can again apply just with your fingers if you want to, or you can get yourself a nice little towel here and you can apply it there. We're gonna be doing it just like most conditioners. A little bit goes a long way, but this stuff here is definitely pretty thick, so it's gonna start kind of almost feeling like it's clogging it, if you will. It's kind of a wax in a sense. It's in between a wax and a cream, so you can see it really starting to darken. And so this is what they recommend. If you guys aren't sure if you're gonna like the color or not, I always say hit it up here and let it dry, and then see how you like it. But friends, grab yourself a couple pairs of boots on a Sunday evening and just start going to town. So let me just hit this, and then I'll kind of come back and show you guys how it looks in the end. All right, friends, so I am just working this in. It's looking really good. It's super dark right now, obviously. I'm using this brush from time to time to make sure and get it down in there by the stitches. Of course, this bottom part, that's where the most water contact is going to happen. You can use a dauber brush, you can use a little towel like this, whatever you need to get it done, but make sure you get it down in there, and then just kind of hitting around where the leather folds over against itself, and then it'll show, like here's another spot that needs a little more attention, so I can get some more on there. And then there's different ways to kind of fold the towel down in there, but now you can see that spot. So trying to get it as even as possible. friends, I can't wait to see how that's gonna dry. So check out the difference. It's actually kind of a cool look. I can't wait to see how this boot dries. And then again, the next little part is gonna be just spraying it with this. So I'll save you guys from that, but once this dries, you're gonna spray it with the waterproofing spray, and then that will be done. So again, guys, there it is. It'll be a lot easier for you guys than it is for me, you know, moving the camera around, working around that. But friends, honestly, it's a little more in depth than maybe your traditional leather. There's a few more steps, if you will, but you kind of find your own way. There's, you know, you got a video like mine or something that Red Wing puts out and you get all these ideas. I always encourage you guys, just make sure and figure out what works for you. And if you're cleaning or conditioning your boots, you're already in the 1%, because I see, just walking around, being a boot guy, I look at boots all the time that are dry and cracking and just need some love. So if you're doing anything, you're probably in the top 1%. But you know, if this little brush here, I go ahead and hit it throughout, and I think for me that just showed me where some light spots were, maybe where some dark spots where I put more than others. And I think once it dries completely, you can go through with this brush again and just lift those fibers, give it a nice look. This isn't maybe a dress boot, so if you have some nubuck or suede in a dress shoe, you might even have to pay more attention. But friends, I really do just want this thing to patina, and all I'm aiming for is to condition it. So I did go through the deep process of cleaning it. I think you can go a little bit more, and feel free to saturate a little bit more than I did. But just find your own little balance and just make sure it's dry before you put on the mink oil. Again, check this one out. I'll have it in the description below. I'll have all these products, but you can use Red Wing stuff. So friends, I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. Again, I'll wait for it to dry and then hit it with this waterproofing spray, but it's obviously several shades darker right now, and I expect it to lighten up quite a bit. So I'll go ahead and put a picture here now so you guys can see what it looks like in a day or so when it dries, so you can see the side-by-side comparison. All right, friends, several days later, and that is the result. So obviously it's darkened it quite a bit. Something to keep in mind on your boots. We'll see how it ends up looking after I'm wearing them for several days, but I really actually like the color. Thankfully for me, I like the darker color, but just something to think about for you guys. Friends, let me tell you, I got some awesome boots that are ordered. They're waiting for me at the house. So guys, we travel a lot. We're out here traveling in Tennessee right now, and we're gonna make our way to some boots. We got some fun stuff coming up on the channel. Again, if you check back, we do stuff like flashlights or knives, some EDC stuff, some preparedness stuff, power stations and generators and batteries and stuff like that. So friends, we got a big year for 2024, all kinds of stuff. Definitely enough that I would tell you to consider subscribing, because there's a lot to hang on for. But friends, this is what we're doing over here at the Gentleman's Journey. I sure hope you guys are having fun, because I am. So until the next video, friends, God bless you, and hey, don't forget to give your boots some love from time to time.